Hi, I'm Mark at the Caravan Place, and today I'm going to show you around the Coachman Pastiche 560. Right, so we've got the Coachman Pastiche 560. On the near side we've got a big locker that goes underneath of the bed, so plenty of storage, easy access. We've got an awning warmer, so this will work off the main heating system. If you've got an awning on, you can just open that up and that will just put a little bit of heat, not a lot, a little bit of heat into the awning. When you're not using that, just make sure that's fully closed, otherwise you're not going to get as much heat in the caravan. External gas barbecue point, just be careful because the little fitting that you need to put on your gas pipe to fit into that is in there, so I'm just going to lock that back up, so do not lose that. External 230 volt socket, so power out into the awning if you've got mains hookup. Front we've got our big gas locker, plenty of room in here. We've got this set up for propane gas. It's set up on the little hand wheel, so this is reverse thread, you don't need any special spanners. Literally tighten it up by hand and turn the gas bottle on. Always, again, when you're normally using the van, just make sure that you've used the straps and secure these into position properly. It's set up on 13-pin electrics, so make sure your vehicle is 13-pin electrics, and we've got the Alco ATC also. Onto the far side, we've got the Truma vent for your water and heating system, and then our water plug-in is just literally plug straight in. Make sure your little blue clip is just clipped in, and then next along we've got our battery compartment, roughly 110 amp leisure battery, mains 230 hookup straight in, and then we've got a couple of external aerials and also the switch for the motor mover in there too. The wall of your wastewater is going to come out of these two here, so that's your sinks and your shower. Flush water for the cassette toilet is this one, so a little watering can or a little bottle and pink chemical in your flush water, and then the actual cassette is here at the bottom. Lift up the little orange tab, pull it out, and then you can remove that for emptying. So as we've come inside of the caravan, we've got our main control panel just above the door. So we've got our master that puts our power on and off. We've got a little indicator just at the top just to say that we've got 230 volt connected in. We've then got our lights, so we can put our internal lights on or off, our awning light off or on, and then we've got our water pump. We can change some of the different settings in here, so you can come into the little menu, change your time, so as you go through those you can then just change the settings as you want. You can change the time, as I say. Once you put a battery on, I'd change that time and just set that up then. Before we put our water pump on, one thing that we want to do is just make sure that all of our taps are over the sink, especially this main kitchen one, because when you've got the lid down, you have to put the tap to the side. So once you've got that back over, make sure the tap's off. Same in the bathroom. And then just underneath this seat here, we've got two drain off valves. So we've got two little yellow switches. To drain the caravan down, we put them up, and then to use them, we'd put them down as so. So if it's coming up to the winter or you're not going to use the caravan for quite a while, pop them down into the, or put them up into the upright position, open all of your taps up, and that will drain the system down. So when we come in, just make sure that they're back down, taps are all closed over the sinks, and then we can put that water pump on. While I'm just here, we've also got our little control panel with our 230 trip switches and also all of our little fuses for the 12 volt system. So now that we've checked our water system, we'll pop our water pump on and start getting the water through the system. You will hear it turn on, and then we can put our tap on. If you've drained the system down, it is going to take about 5 minutes of a lot of coughing and spluttering just to get the water through the system, basically. Once we've got a nice steady flow as we have now, you know that that water system is pretty much full, and we can go ahead then afterwards and start putting our heating and hot water system on. We need to also get the gas through the system, so the easiest way to get the gas through is with our hob rings. Again, if we've not had a gas bottle on here, or you've put a new gas bottle on, it is going to take about 30-40 seconds just to get the gas through. But this is the easiest way to physically see that the gas is working and we've got gas coming through to the caravan. We have also got an electric ring, which as we turn that, we get our little light, and then that heats up. Again, don't put your hand on this if it's been on for a while, because they do get very, very hot. I'm just checking it now just so that I know it's all working for when you take the caravan away. We've then got our grill. And then just a little bit further down, we've got our oven. Again, by getting the water through the system, our fridge, our heating system, once we've got the gas through the system and bled through, those items then will light up a little bit easier. So for our fridge, to turn our fridge on, we're literally holding the power button. It will then display that we've got electric and we're on the coldest setting. If we press the grey button in for a couple of seconds, it'll start flashing. We can then change over to battery. So battery is if we're running off the car on the 13-pin socket and the car's running, we could then run the fridge just to keep it cool as we're travelling. And then further along we've got the gas. So to select the gas, we then click on again, and then our temperature setting, so we can either go higher or lower. One more press and it will just tell us then that we've selected what we've done. When we set the gas, you might have just heard a slight bit of a ticking, and then you should hear the flames start to burn, and that is completely normal. Again, just to swap, hold it in, come back to 230, and that's all set. If we turn that back off, we'd literally just hold the off button again in for a couple of seconds and that will all turn back off. Just above the fridge, we've also got our microwave. So we've got a stop, a quick start guide, or a quick start, all of our different menus. We can stop that one. One thing just to remember, even though we have got the safety door on here, so in theory the door shouldn't be able to come open, it might just be worth, as you come to travel, just popping the microwave plate out and storing that underneath of one of the cushions. It just stops the hassle of if that did come out and damage the worktop, you're not going to have that problem. We've then got our heating and hot water system. So this is the control panel, the Truma. Now you'll notice that we've got the little plug symbol there to let us know that the 230 volt power is on and operational. So we need to make sure that that is on. If we've not got that on, we just need to check the connection into the caravan and make sure that we've got 230 volts coming in. Press our little backup button, it'll light the screen up. Press the middle wheel, and then this is our internal temperature. So at the moment it's saying off, and then we can select what temperature we want the thermostat inside of the caravan to be. Press it again and that will confirm. Next one over is our water. So this will then put our water heater off. 40 degrees, 60 degrees or boost. So the boost will literally put the boost onto the hot water and warm that up a little bit quicker, and then it'll automatically drop back to 60 degrees. Or if you didn't quite want it to be 60 degrees, we can then put it to the 40 degrees. 9 times out of 10 we're going to run it at 60 degrees. We'd click that again, that'll start flashing, and then at the top it'll just let us know that that's working on the 60 degrees. Next one along then, we've got our selection for our power. So whether we want it on gas, as we've got a little gas bottle at the moment, so that's set onto the gas. We've then got a mix one, so that's mix of gas and electric one, mix of gas and electric 2, or electric low setting, electric 1, or electric 2, electric higher setting. So once we've spun through and chose what we want, another click and that will then confirm. And again, you'll see now it's changed from the gas bottle to the 2 little electric power strikes to say that that is on. If it does turn off and you like it just did there, just press into the middle and we can toggle back through. We've got then the blown air heating. So we can, when we've got the heating on, we can either set that to eco, high, eco or high. Yeah, that's the 2 settings that we've got. So it is literally just setting it then either eco or high. Again, we can then click again and that will confirm our selection. If we didn't want any hot water on, turn that one off, back to the heating, turn our heating back off, and it was now a warm day and we needed just a bit of blown air heating just to literally cool the caravan down. So once we've turned all of those off, we can come back to our fan, and then you'll notice it now says off or vent. So if we choose vent, press it again, and then we've got from 1 all the way up to 10. Press that again and that will literally now just put blown air heating on for us without any heat settings. So that will just literally blow cool air around the caravan and keep us a little bit cooler during the summer. If you want to turn that back off, we literally just come back over to the fan, off, and then we're back to our normal settings. Throughout the caravan, we've obviously got the lighting. A lot of our little light switches, we've got individual little switches on. We've got a switch just underneath here that puts our side cabinets on. We've got another one over this side that puts our cabinets on, and then again we've got our spotlights. Now we've also got 2 light switches at the front that put front lighting on. We've obviously got the radio, and then over the kitchen we've got a little individual. Over the fridge we've got another little individual, and then going towards the back area we have got a light switch here that does our side lighting. You can turn these on individually also, so if you've not got these coming on, just make sure that the individual switch is on also. The top lighting is then controlled by the little switch here, and then again we've got our little spotlights just on the individual lights. Going into the bathroom, we've obviously got our cassette toilet. We've got a little light switch then that puts our bathroom lights on and off, and then our cassette toilet for the flush water, it's the blue one. That puts our flush water through, and then to open that up and let everything through, we've got the grey handle just at the bottom. Hopefully that's guided you through on how to set and use everything in the Coachman Pastiche. That should get you up and running, pretty much showing you where everything all is, and then it's obviously just doing it in your own little routine. Thanks, I'm Mark at the Caravan Place.